I was only able to save a few scraps.
Alright then. Let's head out over there. Oop. Now, Skyhaven Temple is just literally on the peak of a... what are they called? Forsworn encampment. So we have to be careful when we go there. If you've been there before, you can just fast travel right to the entrance. I have, quote-unquote, been there. I just haven't marked on the map. I gotta work on that blade. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, it's very easy to get to. Just be careful because there's going to be a dragon out here. Not to mention all the Forsworn as well. Thankfully, Delphine and Esbern will be with you as well. And since they are storyline important characters, they cannot die. But keep in mind, you can. So can I. I'm just going to be careful. Yeah, there's the dragon. I'm getting breathed on from behind. Where's the dragon? I know he's around here somewhere. There he is! Ah, you fucker. He's gonna help us a little bit with the Forsworn here. Come on. Where is he? Where is she? There she is. Okay. Now where's the dragon? Ah, I don't have any arrows. It's so annoying. I really wish I could use bow and arrows. Okay. Whoa! You fucker! That was cold! Jeez. So rude, you know? Sitting here in my own business, not attacking him, and all of a sudden, roar. I saw him. Keep in mind, it's all in expert mode. My armor and weapons are really, OP. Hi, Raven. Chilly. Unfortunately, not enough room for him to land, so I can't fight him, mano a mano. But we can go to a place where we can. There he is. Actually, right here. Thank you for coming down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we can get his soul. Nom nom nom. Go all Lion King on this bitch. Where's your soul? There we are. I think I see a Forsworn down there. Oh, that's Esbern. Come on. Whee! Okay. Delphine's around here somewhere as well. Let's wait so she can catch up. You here? Oh, he's attacking a Forsworn. I might as well go down there and help, because if I don't, they're going to be down here for hours. jeez. There we go. Come on. Freaking water. Am I still good? I'm good. Okay. Alright, now we can go inside. Wait, I went the wrong way. Okay. Delphine and Esbern will follow you. So this is actually a good time to go raids on quite a few places. Since they are technically 2 immortal characters. Might as well, you know. But I don't really need it because I've finished pretty much everything I need to right now, with the exception of side stuff. Alright. There should be an enemy in here. No, it's not. Okay. Let's let them catch up. Hey guys. Iron.
Promising.
Yes, definitely early Akaviri stonework here.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior. And of course, the symbol for dragon. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
Alright. So this is actually a very simple puzzle. Just
Yes, that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar.
Whatever you did, you won. Let's see what those old...
since they serve the Dragonborn, of course they're going to use the Dragonborn symbol. This one's a little more challenging.
Wait,
Yes?
Why are you stopping?
we should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe.
This is a very simple puzzle. Again, just follow the Dragonborn symbols. But since I have Lightfoot, I can run across it without problem.
Safety. Let's move.
Pressure plates don't work on me.
Yes,
And yes, I did see the glitch a few seconds ago. We're almost there, literally right behind this door. So I'm gonna keep it going just a little bit longer. Come on. Nice open area, though.
one remarkably well preserved, too.
This is one of the few places that are technically inside that you can actually fast travel out of. And fast travel to.
Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts, no doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Leman Cyrodiil?
Well, let's activate it. I think it's cut a lot. Jeez.
It's coming to life.
Okay.
There's no telling.
Now, I love the Akaviri in this series. They are heavily Japanese-based, or Asian-based at least. But, once we get in here, we can go over here and find some nice stuff, like Dragonbane. And in this chest, the Blade's armor. And up here, 6 unenchanted free blade swords. Now this blade, Dragonbane, 40 points of extra damage to dragons and does 10 points of shock naturally. Plus, it has a unique effect of an actual shock effect, which is pretty cool. But for now, I'm going to equip the blade set, because I really love the blades armor. Can I actually have the shield as well? Or is that glitched too? Yep, it's glitched. That's annoying. Ha. But the helmet isn't, so... love the armor. Plus, the katana really goes well with it. You can very easily tell it's Asian-based. Now, while they're coming up here, I'm going to explain this real quickly. Alduin's Wall actually has references to previous Elder Scrolls games. This, I believe, is the second reference to the second Elder Scrolls game. This represents the Oblivion Gates from Oblivion. There are a few other ones. There's Alduin attacking the Dragonborn. There are a few other ones, but I can't recall where it's at specifically. It's supposed to be a reference to the first game involving a shattered staff. No, don't see it.
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that one here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and Uther.
So we're looking for a shout, then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Okay, a lot of stuff here. I really love this wall. Anyway, a few things we can do quickly. Let me see if we can get the thing that I was going to mention earlier.
You'll have to speak up. I'm a little deaf.
You're in luck. There is a blessing the blades used. I doubt the blessing's effects last for very long. so ask whenever you're heading out.
Alright.
May the scales of the dragonkind splinter at the touch of your arrows and crack under the weight of your sword. That's all there is to it, Dragonborn. Good luck.
Alright, we get a the Dragon Slayer blessing from him as well, which is active effects. 10% critical hit rate against dragons for 5 days. 5 in-game days.
That's all.
Now talk to Delphine here.
What do you need, Dragonborn? The Thalmor hunted us down, remember? It wasn't exactly great for recruitment. But we have a headquarters of a sort now. We will rebuild the Blades. Someday. If you find anyone you think would make a good recruit, I can certainly take a look at them. Remember, though, being a Blade is a lifelong commitment. Their loyalty has to be with us once they're in.
Alright. So, we bring followers to Delphine, and she'll indoctor them into being a Blade.
When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower rocks and time is reshaped. When the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles. When the dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls. When the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes, and the wheel turns upon the last dragonborn.
I get the feeling that that is a reference to a future game.
I'm gonna look around some. See what the old Blades.
Okay, I'm gonna go on.
Yeah.
The quest that I just got from Delphine, which is to get, bring followers to her. Turn this off because that's gonna be it for, not for me at least. Bring followers to her, and she will indoctor them into the blades. When a blade dies, you can loot them of their armor and shield and sword as well, so you can get more blades from them that way. But you can only ever get 3 to join them, as far as I know. That may have changed with a few patches, I'm not sure. My recommendation for getting people is anyone who uses longswords or archery. So Lydia would be a good blade to have, but she's already steward. Keep in mind that anyone that you indoctored to the blades will come here for home, even if you've married them or anything like that. So keep that in mind when choosing who you want to be here. This includes stewards as well. They'll be here instead of at your house, and this is a beautiful freaking day. Oh. So yeah, I recommend any character you can find that uses archery, and preferably one-handed swords, because they'll get the katanas as well. Alright guys, and I'm back. I'm going to apologize now in case this happens. My computer's been acting a little strange. Just really weird, laggy a little bit. So there may be some technical difficulties. If there is, I will try and fix it. If it gets too bad, I'll just restart this set. Anyway, off screen I did quite a few things, such as make my special weapons and armor. Okay. First weapon we have. Have fun pronouncing this one, guys. The Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi. Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi. This is one of the 3 imperial artifacts of Japan that very few people, if anyone, is allowed to even see, let alone know where it's at. You may know it by another name, the Kusanagi. The name Ame no Murakumo no Tsurugi is the original name of the sword. It translates to Sword of the Gathering Cloud of Heavens. So I gave the ability to give it shock damage as well as stealing souls. So, fun. The other one is a equally legendary sword, Honjo Masamune. I've mentioned this before in previous Let's Plays that the Masamune has appeared in. Masamune was the name of a blacksmith in Japan. I can't remember what era he was from. I'm sorry. I think it was Nada, maybe? I don't know. No, he was in the Warring States era at least. So maybe around the Tokugawa Shogunate era. Anyway, people may recognize the name Masamune more for Sephiroth's sword from Final Fantasy X. I sense the Honjo Masamune, the real blade, it's very real, is lost. No one knows where it's at. I decided to take inspiration from both the mythology and Sephiroth. So we have the Sephiroth aspect of it, which is fire, frost, and shock damage. The chaos damage comes from Sephiroth's chaotic mind, and the soul trap ability comes from the myth of it being a very spiritual sword. So, Honjo Masamune. I created the armor, the ancient armor of Tomoe Gozen. Tomoe Gozen was a very, very famous female samurai. You may recognize the name from Persona 4. She was a very real person, and her skills on the battlefield were legendary. Her marksmanship with a bow and arrow and sword were pretty much unrivaled. So I made a set based off of that. So we have a health and stamina regen as a warrior should have. The gauntlets are the boots for muffled sneaking, because she was very light-footed. There was legends of her being able to scale down mountains insanely quickly and able to do it without hurting herself. The gauntlets, one-handed sword, and bows. I don't use bows, but I'm sticking with the mythology. Fun fact, samurai actually viewed katanas more disgraceful to use. They preferred using bow and arrows as weaponry. This is because there were warriors and viewed up-close combat as something you should do as a last resort. So they were masterful marksmen, and actually bragged about their marksmanship more than their swordsmanship. Basically, if you were a samurai and went up going, yeah, I'm great with the sword, you're basically saying, yeah, I suck with a bow, and very few people would, want to hire you. And then the helmet for water breathing and bows. And then I have this, and then I have a new necklace, the Yasakani no Magatama. This is another of the 3 artifacts in Japan that very few people, if anyone's allowed to see. The third one, which is I named after the blade shield, is the Yata no Kagami. It basically will give us greater defense and magic defense. But I can't use it, so I left it back home. Fun stuff. Now, while off screen, I got all of the blades, all 3 blades. I'll show you them to you in a second. And I talked to Esbern. He wanted us to go on a quest to hunt down a dragon at his lair. We went to... it'll be different for you probably, but I went to... where is it? Here. No. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Northwind Summit. I battled 2 dragons there, actually. It was kind of a surprise. We took him down, I grabbed their souls, and we came back. Esbern now wants us to bring him a dragon bone and a dragon scale. This is what I've been wanting to tell you guys since we started this. So, Esbern, I got your shit.
Yes? What is it?
Where is it?
Have you ever heard of the expression, the scale of the Argonian that bit you? No, I guess not. Well, the principle applies here. It's a potion made from those dragon parts. Give it a try.
Alright, so we got Esbern's potion. There it is. Grants you the Dragon Infusion perk, so drink it.
Goodbye, then.
That should have been enough time for it to take effect. Active effects. Dragon Infusions. Dragons do 25% less melee damage. So they snap at you and you go, ha! That tickled. This is a amazing perk to have. I've mentioned this before that if you're doing this on a version before 1.9, do not drink the potion. Can't stress that enough. It will not give you the effect. There was a coding error with the Esbern's potion and Dragon Infusion script. In 1.9, they have since fixed it, so now we can get it. If you have the PC version, you could always just go, okay, I'm gonna just do. Okay, I have it. Okay. Let's continue with some blood. I have switched back the difficulty to Adept, because I don't think I can withstand dragon fights with my armor rating as it is right now. Also, while I was away, I decided that I'm going to be making a personal character in between edits and uploads, and I'll be using that for other sides of the story type deal, like the Dawnguard side of the Dawnguard DLC, the Stormcloak side. No. This one is going to be, I'm going to stick with the Stormcloaks. The other one will be the Imperial side, and so on and such forth. Okay. Whew. So we gotta go to the mountain. Okay, there we are. Hi, Hrothgar. Ugh, that was a lot of talking. I can breathe. Okay. See, that's pretty much all I did off screen, really. I love my weapons now. Oh, those swords. Oh, I also mastered the Ebony Blade. Advice on that, I probably should have mentioned this in the Daedra quest. If you want to do the Dead Throg trick, which is what I did, make sure you have them leave your party before doing it. That's the only way for it to work. And don't chop off their heads.
Sky above, voice within. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, no, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the